Hello students, welcome to Semester Online Learning Classes. This is Diksha and today we'll start with nouns case. So what is case? The case of a noun or pronoun tells us what the relation of that noun or pronoun is to some other word or words in a sentence. In simple language, you can understand that it tells us that what the relation of that noun or pronoun is to some other words or words in that particular sentence. Nouns case is classified into three parts. First is nominative case, objective case, and possessive case. So first we will study nominative case. So what is a nominative case? A noun or a pronoun is in a nominative case when it is used as a subject of a verb. Subject of a verb, or you can say that a noun or a pronoun that is used as the subject of the verb is said to be in the nominative case. Like in this example, Aslam sells car. Okay, so it is written over here that the noun or pronoun should act as a subject of a verb. Subject of a verb means what? Or you can say doer of an action. Like who is a doer of an action? Subject, because subject is something which tells about a sentence, right? So in this example, Aslam sells car. So Aslam over here is subject because Aslam is doing some action, right? He is a doer of an action. Aslam is a doer of an action, right? And how we will know that Aslam is my subject? We have to ask the question, who did the action? So the action was done by Aslam. So over here, Aslam is my nominative case. Let's see another example. Father bought a car. Kamal kicked the ball. She stole my book. So in these sentences, father, Kamal, she are the subjects. They are the subjects of the verb bought, kicked, and stole, right? So they answer the question, who did the action? Father did the action. Na? Father bought a car. Kamal kicked the ball. Kamal did an action. She stole my book. So over here, she is my subject, doer of an action. So over here in these sentences, Aslam, father, Kamal, and she is your nominative case. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now come to objective case. A noun or pronoun that is used as the object of the verb is said to be in the objective case. So basically we have to find an object in a sentence. So noun or pronoun which acts as an objective case, or you can say as an object of a verb. So the action is done on the noun or pronoun. So that is basically what your objective case. For example, in this sentence, Aslam sells car. Father bought a car. Kamal kicked the ball. She stole my book. So over here, we just have to find object. And if we have to find object, we have to ask the question, who or what received the action of the subject. Like Aslam sells car. So Aslam sells what? So we are getting over here car as an answer. So car over here is my what? It is your object. Father bought a car. Father bought what? A car. We are getting a car as an answer, right? So the words car and Kamal kicked the ball. So Kamal kicked what? Ball. So the words car and ball are the object of these sentences. They tell us who or what received the action of the subjects. So in short, you can understand that a noun or a pronoun that is used as the object of the verb is said to be in the objective case. In the last example, she stole my book. So she stole what? My book. So over here, book will be your what? Objective case. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now come to the next case, that is possessive case. The possessive case of a noun is formed by adding apostrophe s to a noun denoting a person or an animal. So basically it shows what? It shows possession or ownership. For example, if I'm saying this is Ria's book, this is Ria's book. So over here what I'm trying to say is that the book belongs to Ria, or you can say in simple language that Ria is the owner of the book. So it is showing what? The noun is showing what? The noun is showing possession or ownership. Okay. So whenever we have to show any ownership or we have to show any possession, so we have to add apostrophe s. Okay. One thing you have to keep in mind, that is the possessive noun always comes before what it own or has, or else the meaning will be reversed. For example, if I am saying this is Ria's pet, so I want to say that the pet belongs to Ria. Ria is the owner of the pet. So over here we have to use my possessive noun before what it own or has. Understood? We cannot say pets Ria. That will be a wrong statement. That will be a wrong sentence. So remember that always the possessive noun always comes before what it own or has. In this slide we will learn the rules to form possessive nouns. As we all have understood that the possessive form of a noun shows possession or ownership, right? So now what we will do? Now we will learn the rules to form possessive nouns. So let's see rule number 1. What rule number 1 says? For singular nouns, we add the apostrophe and the letter s to show possession. For example, Ria's book, the girl's dress, the child's socks. So over here we are trying to say that the book belongs to Ria. So Ria over here is singular noun. That is the reason that we are adding the apostrophe before s. Is it clear? For plural nouns, we add the apostrophe to the plural noun to show possession. For example, the girl's bags, the student's books, the boy's clothes. So over here we are talking about plural nouns. We are talking about many girls, right? We are not talking about singular girl or a single girl. We are talking about plural nouns, and that is the reason that whenever we are talking about plural nouns, we have to add apostrophe after s and not before s. When we are talking about a singular noun, we have to add apostrophe before s, and when we are talking about plural nouns, we have to add apostrophe after s. And that is the reason that girls high school, when we are talking about girls high school, the apostrophe is put after s and not before s, because over there we are talking about so many girls. The plural noun is used over there. That is why we write girls high school and the apostrophe is always put after s. Is it clear? Now let's see rule number 3. What rule 3 says? For irregular plurals over here means what? Irregular plurals over here means like we have studied man, men, child, children, right? In the same manner, whenever we are talking about irregular plurals, we add the apostrophe and the letter s to show possession. Means over there s is not used, so we have to add apostrophe over there, and that is that we will add the apostrophe before s. Okay, not after s, before s. For example, men's coat, so we are adding the apostrophe before s. The children's toys, again we are adding the apostrophe before s. The women's clothes, again we are adding the apostrophe before s. Now let us look at rule number 4. For nouns that end in s, means generally those nouns which already have s, we add the apostrophe to show possession. For example, Burns' poems. So over here we have to add the apostrophe after s. Keats' poems. Again we have to add the apostrophe after s. The Boss coffee. So I hope now you have learned how to form possessive noun, it is very very easy. You just have to pause the video, go through all the rules very carefully, and you will know how to form a possessive noun. Thank you so much.